The National Herald, launched in 1938 by Jawaharlal Nehru, was more than just a newspaper. It became a symbol of India's independence movement. Published by Associated Journals Limited, or AJL, it was supported by thousands of freedom fighters and closely aligned with the Indian National Congress. Over time, AJL acquired valuable real estate across India. But by 2008, facing severe financial strain, the paper ceased operations, setting the stage for future controversy. In 2010, a company called Young Indian Private Limited was formed with just 5 lakh rupees in capital. Sonia and Rahul Gandhi held a majority 76% stake. Later, Young Indian acquired almost all shares of AJL for a mere 50 lakh rupees, gaining access to real estate assets allegedly worth 2,000 crore. The Congress party had earlier provided AJL with a 90 crore rupee loan, which was then converted to equity and transferred to Young Indian, giving the Gandhis effective control. The legal battle began in 2012 when BJP leader Subramanian Swamy filed a complaint in a Delhi court, alleging fraud in the AJL Young Indian transaction. By 2014, the court had taken cognizance. A year later, Sonia, Rahul, and others were granted bail. In 2016, the Supreme Court exempted the accused from appearing in person but refused to dismiss the case. Meanwhile, the High Court restricted access to financial documents, adding another layer of complexity. In 2018, the central government cancelled AJL's lease of the Herald House, citing non-use for publishing. In 2019, the Supreme Court stayed the eviction, but the Enforcement Directorate stepped in, attaching assets worth 64 crore rupees. Then in 2021, the ED formally began a money laundering investigation, reviving a case that was nearly a decade old. Over the next few years, the case escalated. In 2022, Sonia and Rahul Gandhi were questioned by the ED. A year later, the agency attached assets worth nearly 752 crore rupees. In April 2024, this action was upheld by the adjudicating authority under the PMLA Act. And finally, in April 2025, the ED filed its first charge sheet, naming the Gandhis and others, while also moving to take possession of additional assets valued at 661 crore. A court hearing has been scheduled for April 25th. The case has become a flashpoint between India's two major political parties. The Congress calls it a politically motivated vendetta, aimed at weakening opposition voices. In contrast, the BJP insists it's a legitimate corruption probe. They accuse the Gandhi family of turning a public trust into a private asset. The Congress defends the transactions as legal and transparent, emphasizing that Young Indian is a non-profit aimed at reviving the legacy of the National Herald. At the core of the controversy lies a debate over intention and legality. Was this a lawful attempt to revive a historic institution or a scheme to seize valuable real estate? The ED values the assets at 5,000 crore, while the Income Tax Department earlier estimated them at only 359 crore. The legitimacy of Young Indian's non-profit status and the nature of its activities remain under scrutiny. These unanswered questions continue to divide opinion. The next crucial development will unfold on April 25th, when the court decides whether to take cognizance of the charge sheet. If accepted, a formal trial could begin, carrying legal and political consequences. The Congress has already launched nationwide protests, while the BJP frames it as a battle against corruption. With the case involving key political figures, its outcome could shape public perception and electoral dynamics for years to come.